With all the tension between the world's superpowers and the threat of nuclear war, a lot of people are asking, where can we feel safe? It's enough to make you want to build a bunker under your house and fill it with canned food and those weird, indestructible fruitcakes. But before you start digging, what if I told you there's a better option? Surprisingly, the answer might be South America, one of the most overlooked but peaceful regions on the planet. And today, I'm going to tell you why South America might just be the safest place to be in 2024. Look, let's not sugarcoat it. The world's gone a little crazy. We're living in a time where the doomsday clock is practically doing the Macarena at 90 seconds to midnight. The war in Ukraine has escalated to the point where even mentioning advanced weaponry feels like whispering about Voldemort. And don't even get me started on the nuclear threats between superpowers. It's like they're playing a terrifying game of chicken with the fate of humanity at stake. Seriously, folks, the situation is about as stable as a Jenga tower built on a waterbed during an earthquake. But amidst this geopolitical dumpster fire, there's a glimmer of hope, a beacon of tranquility in a world seemingly hell-bent on self-destruction. South America. Why, you ask? Well, for starters, it has one thing that most other continents seem to be desperately craving right now: the non-existence of nuclear weapons. Let's be honest, the phrase nuclear weapon-free zone sounds like something out of a utopian novel, a concept too idealistic for our messy, real-world politics. In a world where geopolitical tensions are always on the verge of boiling over, the idea of a region completely free of nuclear weapons seems almost impossible. But in South America, it's a tangible, concrete reality. It's not just some distant dream, but an active and effective policy. Thanks to the Treaty of Tlatelolco, signed in 1967, back when the world was busy perfecting the art of tie-dye and bell-bottoms, South America made a bold and visionary decision. All the countries in Latin America and the Caribbean collectively decided to tell nuclear weapons to take a hike. It was an act of courage and a testament to their hope for a safer future. This wasn't just some empty gesture, a feel-good agreement everyone signed with their fingers crossed behind their backs. This treaty has teeth. It's a serious, legally binding commitment. This commitment has kept South America free from the existential dread of nuclear annihilation for over 5 decades. It's been a pillar of stability and peace in the region. Meanwhile, other parts of the world are drowning in news of ever-nearing conflict. Europe's got them, Asia's got them, and not just a few, but whole arsenals. North America has enough to turn the planet into a radioactive wasteland several times over. The buildup of these weapons is a constant threat to humanity. But in South America? Nothing. Zero. Zip. Here, life goes on without the shadow of nuclear destruction looming overhead. Not a single mushroom cloud in sight. Just clear skies and a bright future, free from the nuclear threat. South America's geographic advantage. Now you might be thinking, sure, no nukes is great and all, but can't they still get dragged into a conflict? And to that I say, geography is a beautiful thing, my friends. South America, you see, has a unique advantage that can't be underestimated because it's just so darn far away from all the major global hotspots. This distance isn't just physical, it's strategic. While Europe is busy dealing with a war on its doorstep, and Asia is getting tenser by the day, South America is sitting pretty. South America is chilling on its own continent, surrounded by oceans and happily minding its own business. It's not just a matter of distance, it's a matter of tranquility and stability. It's like the Switzerland of continents, but with better beaches and way more empanadas. South America's cultural and natural diversity is unparalleled. This geographic isolation isn't just about physical distance, it's about mental space. The ability to disconnect from global conflicts is a luxury few can afford. It's about being able to live your life without that constant, low-level hum of anxiety that comes with living in a potential war zone. Peace of mind is a priceless commodity. It's about being able to sleep at night without worrying that you'll wake up to news that the world has finally gone completely bonkers. In South America, life goes on with an enviable serenity. South America's geographic advantage isn't just about location, it's about quality of life. It's a haven of peace in an increasingly chaotic world. Is the future South American? A look at a continent's potential. So let's recap. South America. No nukes, geographically isolated, and unlikely to be dragged into a global conflict. It's a continent that, by its very nature, remains apart from the tensions gripping other parts of the world. But it's not just about what South America has, it's about what it can offer the world. We're talking breathtaking natural beauty, from the soaring peaks of the Andes to the lush rainforests of the Amazon. These landscapes aren't just a feast for the eyes, they represent vast potential for ecotourism and environmental conservation. We're talking vibrant cultures, delicious food, and a pace of life that's more laid-back samba than frantic fire drill. South America's traditions and festivals are a testament to its rich cultural heritage and its ability to celebrate life in all its forms. And let's not forget the economic potential. With its abundance of natural resources and a young, growing population, South America is poised to become a major player on the world stage. The region has the capacity to innovate and lead in sectors like mining, sustainable agriculture, and renewable energy. Now, I'm not saying South America is some kind of utopia. It has its problems, just like anywhere else. Social inequality, corruption, and economic challenges are realities that can't be ignored. But in a world that seems hell-bent on self-destruction, it offers something increasingly rare. The chance to breathe easy, to live without the constant fear of annihilation, and to build a future that's a little bit brighter than the one we're currently facing. South America reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there's always hope and the possibility of a better tomorrow. The million-dollar question: would you move to South America? So here's a thought experiment for you to ponder as you stare at the ceiling tonight, contemplating the fragility of existence. Could South America be the safest place in the world right now? I'm not saying you have to pack your bags and book a one-way ticket to Buenos Aires tomorrow. Although, let's be honest, a little tango and Malbec never hurt anyone. But in a world where safety and stability are becoming increasingly precious commodities, South America stands out as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of peace, and a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there are still places where sanity prevails. So what do you think? Is South America the answer to our collective anxiety? Is it the haven we've been searching for? Let me know in the comments. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on a beach in Uruguay sometime soon. Just don't tell everyone. Wouldn't want to ruin a good thing, right? South America, your next destination. Maybe. Look, I get it. The idea of packing up your life and moving to a whole different continent is a big ask. It's not like choosing between oat milk or soy milk for your morning latte. We're talking about a life-changing decision here. But here's the thing. Sometimes, a change of scenery is just what the doctor ordered. And right now, with the world feeling like a Michael Bay movie directed by a squirrel on a caffeine bender, South America is looking pretty darn good. So do your research, weigh your options, and who knows? Maybe you'll find yourself sipping a caipirinha on a beach in Brazil, wondering why you didn't make the move sooner. Just promise you'll save me a hammock, all right?